What up, Pisces or Pisces? I had y'all jump in my ass like it's our birthday month. How you do this to us? And I was like, I'm sorry, Pisces. You know what I was thinking? At the beginning, I was like, I need to do Pisces first, but I was like, let me go ahead and just go through the numbers and go with the most viewed and everything. And as soon as I did Libra, I was like, oh, that might not have been a good thing. But Pisces, I'm here. Happy birthday to you. Wishing you guys all the best, many blessings. Hope that spirit brings you everything that you need. So let's get into your reading, Pisces. March 2020, what's going on? First thing that I get, Pisces, and I hate to start it off like this, some of you may need to watch your back. Now, when I was shuffling and getting ready, I kept getting like betrayal. But I feel like for some of you, definitely you might have an issue with a friend or somebody who's going to be trying to come in and maybe do something dirty to you, because betrayal normally comes from people that we know, right? But I kept getting like this spell work thing. Now, this will not apply to everybody. But if you are, let me get these glasses right. I feel like this one is slipping. If you get things, if you start feeling like things are a little bit off, you might need to go ahead and look into your circle. Now, if you practice, then you might realize that you may have friends or things that practice too. You know, alchemy, occultism, mysticism, whatever the thing is. But some of you may be dealing with somebody who's doing a little bit of spell work. Now, normally I would say, okay, if it's money work or love work, there's nothing to be concerned about. But for some of you, I keep getting a warning. Watch your back, watch your back, watch your back. You could get stabbed in the back. So you might be dealing with somebody who's sending some negative energy towards you. Like I said, will not apply to everybody. If you dabble in spell work, if you deal with people who dabble in spell work, then you might need to be a little bit more cautious, Pisces. I definitely get that there is love connections that are coming in, possibly with air, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, and also with fire, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. Some of you may actually be traveling to connect with a love partner. They could be in a different state. For some, this could be a different country. I know with the corona and everything out there, because I keep getting a lot of travel in everybody's cards, and I'm like, okay, how is this happening? Because, you know, we got so many places that, you know, and especially overseas, that we can't go to. But for some of you, there may be some issue where maybe there was some legal situation that was started with immigration, and somebody's getting approved, but maybe they can't come over right away, or maybe you can't go over right away. But I definitely feel like there could be some connections with somebody in a different country. If not a different country, a different state. So you could be finding yourself in a long distance relationship. I am getting that for some of you, there may be a choice between this person and someone else, or they may be choosing you over someone else. I'm also getting to that you could be dealing with somebody that is of a different race or different culture than you. So some of you may find yourself defending your relationship with people around you, because I'm getting something that, you know, like family members saying, you know, this person is beneath you, or, you know, we don't do that kind of thing around here. Whatever that means in 2020, some of you may be having some people that in your family or your friend circle that feel like this person is not appropriate for you. Now, of course, if you're an adult, Yoda, you okay, boo-boo? You caught some air? Some of you may be finding yourselves having to defend your decision. If you're an adult, you're an adult. Love is love. Be who you want to be with. For some of you, it could be a same-sex relationship, but you may have some opposition from people around you. I'm definitely getting problems with an air sign, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. If they're not, because I don't get too caught up on the signs, if they're not an air sign, you may have somebody that's very bold and direct. They might be in your business, like, you should do this, or why are you doing this? But I feel like somebody might be trying to boss you, Pisces. And, you know, don't let that happen. You know, stick up for yourself. Some of you could be dealing with an energy of somebody who's trying to get their way or manipulate you, but they could be trying to do it through intimidation. This could be somebody that you work with. This could be somebody within your family or your friend circle. But I do get like somebody trying to push you, you know, get you to do what they want you to do. So be really careful that you stand your ground. Some of you may find yourself defending either yourself or somebody else around you because of an attack. Now, I feel like it's verbal. So I'm not going to say a physical altercation, but I will say, you know, pick your battles wisely. If this is not something you want to put energy into, you know, tell the person fuck off. But if it's something that you feel like you want to go back and forth or you need to go back and forth, then, you know, say what you need to say and walk away. Don't keep something going, because I feel like some of you could be dealing with a person that is drama filled. Also, don't let somebody take your power away by making you do things that you don't want to do. I feel like somebody is compromising or settling, but they really don't want to. Somebody's like, okay, you know, let's do it my way. They're all willy-nilly, and you're like, well, you know what, I don't know. And they're like, yeah, you do. Let's do it my way. You may have to stand your ground this month, Pisces, with somebody like that, with that energy. Okay, Pisces. I definitely do get conflict. So let's see. Nine of Blades. First thing that comes out, somebody that is trying to get you to do something that you don't want to do. Look at her face in this card. This person is like, you know what, let's cut these bangs. Let's do this. Let's make you look fabulous. And then she's like, I don't know. Even the dog in the background is like, what the fuck is going on? So make sure that you're not allowing somebody to take away your power. You know, don't let them speak for you. Don't let them, you know, make decisions for you. If you are of age, for some of you, you may find yourself in a situation where you're settling just because you want to keep the peace. I kind of get the energy that somebody doesn't want conflict. All right. So since we talked about it, I want to address that real quick. So we got the Hermit. We got Two of Cups. We have the Justice card. There's the Libra. We have Nine of Cups. We have the Tower. Ten of Cups. Let's see. King of Blades. Queen of Cups. The World. Four of Wands. High Priestess. Five of Cups. Nine of Wands. And one more card. Eight of Blades. But let's see, what is the self-imposed fear from? Two of Cups. Alright, so let's get into it. So, Pisces, some of you are going to be faced with the challenge of maybe somebody trying to get you to do something that you don't want to do. Now, general read, this can go both ways. You can be trying to make somebody else do something that, you know, they're really not supposed to do or they don't want to do. The thing about it is, if you are dealing with somebody that is trying to put this energy on you, Pisces, I feel like you're going into the hermit mode. It's like, look, I don't want to do this. I don't want to socialize with you. For some of you, this could be, and I don't want to say quarantining yourself, but with the corona, but for some of you are like, I'm going to pull myself back. I don't want to be involved with certain people. I don't want to put my energy into certain people. Some of you are just kind of maybe even dealing with a depression, or there could be anxiety where you're shutting yourself in. Now, I feel for a lot of you that this may be because of either your social environment or people in your environment. Some of you might just be tired people. Like, I don't really want to fuck with you right now. You know, I want to be by myself. I just want to be with my animals. So, Pisces, you may be going into hermit mode this month. And I feel like for a lot of you, it's kind of to get yourself together. Like, you know, let me try to figure out what my next step is going to be. For a few of you, you could be dealing with some type of conflict. You know, maybe you've been having issues with people and you're like, I'm just going to pull away from the situation. Now, for a few of you, I feel like this is family. Like, I can't fuck with you right now. I'm just going to take a break. For some of you, this may be within a job situation, but I feel like this is more within a family or relationship where somebody's saying, you know what, let me step back because we're not on the same page. Some of you may be trying to clear the air with the situation. A few of you may be feeling like something wasn't handled fairly, so I got to walk away or I got to take a step back because I don't feel comfortable with this. Especially if you have somebody that was trying to manipulate. And you're like, okay, you know what? You tried to do this, then we ended up getting an argument. Now I got to pull back. I can't deal with you. I don't want to share energy with you anymore. So definitely there's a pullback within this thing. And some of you with the Nine of Cups are being very independent, focusing on yourself. You know, I'm not going to spend time with you. I'm not going to focus on you. I'm going to focus on what I need to do. So for some, you're turning your focus away from whatever this drama is. And you're focusing more on yourself, more on what you need to do, more on what makes you happy. I think for a lot of you with this Tower card next to the Ten of Cups, You may have had something that happened in the family. And it's like, I'm distancing myself from it. If you see, she's alone. Nine of Cups is normally somebody who's independent. They're working on their own. They're an entrepreneur. Some of you could be dealing with a person that is, they could own their own business. They could own their own company or whatever. And the thing about it is that they're pulling away, or there is some type of disconnect with you and this person. Now, with the Tower moment on top of the Ten of Cups, this could be something where your foundation is shook. Maybe you thought something was going to happen or move in a certain direction. And with the Five of Cups, we get that something didn't work out the way that you wanted it to work out. For a few of you, this could be something coming apart in your family. I do get that there could be secret relationships. So some of you may even be finding out that somebody that you're dating or interested in is involved with somebody else. I also get that there could be some issues with cheating, even though I don't see Three of Swords. So we got a couple of different scenarios that are coming through. For some of you, definitely conflict with someone. I feel like settling or being forced to do something maybe that you don't want to do. And then when we got the Hermit card kind of pulling away. I feel with the High Priestess, some of you may even know that this Tower moment is coming. Like, oh shit, I know something is about to pop off. You may have that feeling of, I need to go ahead and get my shit together and pull away from this because of this Tower moment. Some of you may even find yourself moving out of a very toxic environment because it's like, I know shit is about to go, it's about to go left. I feel it. So if you do, if the High Priestess of Intuition is telling you it's time to maybe pull away from somebody, move out of an environment because it may disrupt your family, a lot of you are going to be doing this. Now, with the Four of Wands, it is showing that for some, there is a move that is coming. Now, High Priestess is showing that a few of you may have even gotten insight about this move. Some of you are going to be moving to a different state, to a different country. There could be a relocation that comes in because we are getting traveling. Now, for some, like I said before, this could even be for love. It's like, I want to be with you. Four of Wands could also mean a wedding and engagement. Some of you may be thinking, okay, I really want to build a life with this person. I want to go ahead and move and be with this person. But there may be some travel that is required. I do get delays, definitely, if you're going to another country. And I think it's because of the corona and the travel advisories and the bans that are coming on. Because right away, I kind of get that there's some legalities where paperwork is being approved or something is coming through, but now we can't really do it because of this other thing that's going on. So if you are planning on that, Spirit is saying delays. Not that it's not going to happen. It means that at some point things will calm down. And if you do have a love in another country, you will be able to travel to them, or they will be able to travel here. Some of you definitely, I get almost like 90-day fiancés. So maybe some of you met somebody, long distance relationship, and it's like, I don't want to do this. Let's move this forward. Let's make this happen. So I don't be surprised if somebody is like, okay, let's get married. Let's get married now. And I think a lot of it may have to do with fears of things that are going on. So not for everybody. For some, this may have been something that was planned. The move was planned. The relocation was planned. But for a few, if you've been in a long distance relationship, I feel like somebody's like, okay, we really need to go ahead and get this paperwork done. We need to go ahead and get things moving forward so that we can be together, or make a connection where we're moving closer in together. All right, let's see, Pisces, Pisces, Pisces. High Priestess keeps sticking out to me, and the Five of Cups card, there's a spirit behind this woman over the tombstone. Some of you may have mediumship abilities that are opening up, because I'm definitely getting something where there's spiritual growth that's coming in for you guys. Now, Pisces, a water sign, very fluid, very psychic. So a lot of you have abilities, whether that's your sun sign or your moon sign. And I'm a moon Pisces. So for some of us, we might be seeing things differently. We might be hearing things. I'm getting a lot of spiritual growth that's coming in. Clairaudience could be opening up, ringing in your ears, hearing somebody call your name, knocking. Pay attention to things that are repetitive, like songs that play over and over again, or conversations that you keep having with people. Because there could be something that there's a message where Spirit is trying to connect you with it. I know there was a time where a couple of years ago, every day I got in a car, this song would come on. And it was like, it's so out of the playlist. Like, this is an old song. Why is it coming on the radio station? And I finally, I think after about 8 months, it's like, let me Google. I was a little bit slow, you guys. Let me Google the lyrics. And the lyrics were so freaking on point about something that I was going through in my life at the time. So Spirit was kind of like, you're not hearing us this way. So let's get the song. Let's make it repeat over and over, and you'll get it. And then I did. So don't be slow like me. Listen to things that are repetitive, that keep coming back and forth to you. Some of you definitely may get visions that are coming through. The High Priestess is very prominent in this spread. The energy is telling me that there's a lot of growth that's coming through, and there's some gifts and abilities that are growing. Pay attention. Do not be afraid of them. But definitely some spiritual growth that's going to be opening up for you guys. Now, we got the King of Blades, and we got the Justice card. Some of you could be going to court. I am getting some type of settlement. So this could be disability, car settlement, child support. I feel like it has to do with money. I feel like there's something that's coming in. Some of you may be feeling like you're actually even getting beat up in a legal situation. I feel like Spirit is saying, make sure before you sign any paperwork, you understand everything. If you're dealing with a lawyer, make sure that you understand that's going on. You could be in some type of court battle where you have to bring in a mediator to kind of bring this out. But I do feel like with air energy here, some of you could be dealing with a conflict with somebody that is, they're not letting up, and there's some miscommunication with this person. Could have somebody that is just like, no matter how you talk to them, they don't get it. Like, I don't get it, I don't want to get it. So I feel like you may have some conflict this month, Pisces, with somebody that is like, okay, what are we doing? What are you talking about? There could be miscommunication. Some of you, this could be a love relationship where it's just like, okay, you know, I'm trying to make something work with you, but with the Five of Cups, some of you may have a situation that doesn't work out the way it needs to. Now, if you are trying to marry somebody, there could be some issue if they're in another country. But I get something with legalities where something comes through. Delays, but something comes through. For some of you, you may be trying to move to where a person is, and maybe you're on parole or you're waiting for something to balance out. Whatever it is, Spirit is telling me that it's going to be delays on it before it goes your way. Which means that possibly you're getting what you want, but you got to go through some shit to get it. Now, some of you may find yourself defending yourself in a legal situation. I'm getting a lot of lies. So if this is you, I feel like something comes to the light. If this is somebody else, it's showing something comes to the light. So there may be an issue where you're getting beat up in court, but then you get some type of truth that comes out, and it has to be dealt with. Let me see. I thought I had the Ace of Swords here because I feel like something is coming to the surface. Pisces, for some reason with this reading, I get that there's anticipation of something that's coming out. Some of you could be going to court, taking somebody to court, and expecting the worst. But when you look at this card, this person is literally standing on their own. They've defended themselves. They look kind of beat up, I'm not going to lie. Look like they've been through shit, but they're still walking. So some of you definitely are going to be pulling away from a situation a little bit kind of tattered, but it's like, okay, I'm still good. I'm walking away from it. Pick your battles wisely, like I said. I feel like some of you got conflict or a person that's trying to poke at you, and they're trying to get a rise out of you to justify their situation or what they want. Don't give them that, Pisces. Do not give them that. Some of you definitely are going to have to step back and go, okay, what the fuck is going on? Let me outthink you. Let me strategize here. And I feel like there's victory that comes with this. Now, we do have the Eight of Swords, and this is self-imposed bondage or fears. Some of you may be trapped in a situation, feel trapped in a situation. I am getting a lot of depression and anxiety. So if conflict is coming in, it could be making you feel some kind of way. The good thing about it is this is literally an illusion. It really is. The baby's crying, the dog is howling, and she feels like she's trapped inside with the window. Now, she could give the baby a bottle. She could go ahead and feed the dog and walk out the room. There are things that can be done, Pisces. So if you are in this energy, I don't want you to think that you're stuck. You're not. It's showing that you can go ahead and walk away from this. You may have to figure out how to do it. You may have to strategize. But Spirit is saying that there is some positive resolution that is coming to a lot of this. For a few of you, you may be feeling like you're pulled in a lot of different directions. And we got somebody that got a tray in one hand, a tray in the other hand. All these people have their hands up. So make sure that you're taking a step back and you're doing what you need to do for you and not for everybody else. I keep getting the energy of being drained by what everybody else wants or thinking about what everybody else wants. And that could be what leads you to this energy of like, oh my God, you know, I feel trapped. I feel suffocated. And then we got the Hermit card where this person is kind of feeling like, you know what, I just can't deal with these people anymore. I got to pull away. So the energy could be feeling that you're overwhelmed. You got a lot of shit on your plate. You feel like you're trapped. You feel like you don't have a way out. And you feel like you got to pull away from people or places to recharge yourself. Now, the good thing about it is with the Four of Wands, some of you are going to be moving out of this situation, whether this is a house or a job. I feel like you're moving forward. Nine of Cups is showing somebody who's becoming very independent. You know, I don't need to live with 15 people. I can get my own place, or I don't need to be in that environment. I can have my own space. And for some of you, that may have been a tower moment that led you there. Now, with the Ten of Cups, I do feel like for a lot of you, you're finding more stability. Even though there was a tower moment on this card before, we have Four Wands that are coming in. So we have something that's disrupted in the family, a tower moment where it's like everything is falling to shit. And then we have the Four Wands and we see a celebration where family is coming together. Now, if you look at this card, we have a marriage. There could be, like I said before in the intro, there could be some type of cultural difference or race difference that people are dealing with in a relationship. That could be what led to this tower moment. Some of you may have to defend that. If you're dealing with a family who's not accepting choices or decisions that you're making, some of you may have to defend it. I feel like there could be somebody who's going through a divorce and they're getting with somebody else and they're having issues with a person that is giving them conflict. For some of you, I feel like you had a person in mind that you were moving towards and you thought things were going well, but then it was like, okay, we got the Five of Cups. Something is not turning out the way I thought it was going to turn out. I'm not getting everything that I want out of this. Now, for some of you, I do feel like this is a relationship, like you're disappointed because something is not turning out. For some of you, this could be a lack of money. Let me pull a couple of more cards. See where we're going, Pisces. I do get an age difference when it comes to a love relationship. Let's see. So some of you may be finding yourself falling in love with somebody who is of a different age. They could be somewhere else, a long distance relationship. With the Ace of Cups, we do have love coming in. And for some of you, with the Queen and the King of Cups and the Four of Wands, we got a wedding. We got a couple. So some of you could be falling in love with a soulmate or a twin flame because we're getting two people that get each other. They connect with each other. They understand each other. You could be coming out of a volatile relationship or situation and actually finding a connection with somebody else. And you may have issues with a past boyfriend, girlfriend, or love that is causing conflicts because you're trying to move on. Now, with the Page of Wands, some of you want new beginnings. You're excited about new beginnings, Pisces. I do get money issues, but I feel like there is going to be some money that comes in. Some of you may be walking away from a very volatile situation and focusing on independence. Whether this is moving and living by yourself or starting a business or something that gives you yours. Where you don't feel like I have to wait on somebody else or, you know, I'm bound to a situation. I'm doing this for me. I feel like there's a lot of empowerment that's coming through for you guys this month, Pisces. Pisces, Pisces, Pisces. Definitely new love coming in. Some of you could be walking away from an air sign to deal with a fire sign or another water sign. But you may have some jealousy. You may deal with some stalking from a past boyfriend, girlfriend, because you're trying to move on. I definitely get new beginnings, like somebody's closing a chapter and it's like I want something brand new. And it could be with somebody who is new. For a few of you, you won't even see this person coming. You'll kind of run into them and it's like you start talking. It's like, wow, you like what I like. We have the same type of vibes. Some of you may be prompted to walk away from a relationship because of that connection. But I definitely get moving away from a feeling of being trapped to doing something that gives you more freedom, something that gives you more space in your life. Let's see. Yeah, some of you are walking away from a marriage to be with somebody new, or a relationship to be with somebody new. And it could be a long distance relationship. Definitely has a lot of water in their chart. I do get a lot of spiritual growth. This person opens something in you. There is a move where some of you are like, I want to go be with this person. And you're finding a job. You're finding things in a different place. I do get obstacles, but there's a move coming in. Some of you, this could be a new home or a new apartment. It does show possibly searching for jobs in an area that you want to move or relocate. So some of you are strategizing. It's like, okay, I met this person that lives in Atlanta. I know I want to go be there. Let me go look at jobs there. But I definitely see new job opportunities and a move coming in. And for a few of you, this is a relocation. And it could be prompted because of a person, because of a relationship. If you've been stagnant, Pisces, I feel like your energy is going to start moving. It's basically like make decisions. What do you want? If this is you caught between two people, you got to make a decision and move forward. If this is you walking away and getting a divorce, it's because you feel like it's time for me to have a new beginning and meet somebody new. And you're open to love. And it is showing that there's new love that's coming in. Some of you are giving up on somebody who's wishy-washy. Like, you've given them opportunity and they're taking forever. Like, okay, you know, we've been together 8 years. You still don't know if you want to marry me. So now I'm going to move on. I do feel, Pisces, the person that you connect with, there's a spiritual connection. So definitely soulmate, twin flame, kindred spirit type of vibe to it. It's like we get each other. You're bringing something out in me. So don't be surprised if you meet somebody where there's this spiritual thing. Like everything opens up for you. You see better. You hear better. Because they're bringing something into your energy field that makes you expand your thinking. Watch your health. I do get some issues with illness. Now, it is showing temporary. So, I've been seeing this a lot in the cards, even before this big thing with the corona. For some of you, this could be allergies. This could be a flu. But it is showing improvement, which means that it's not taking you to the hospital. It's not, really doing you in dirty. Now, I'm not a doctor, so if you do start to feel bad, make sure that you go ahead and go. Especially with everything going on right now. I don't care if it's just a little bit of a sneeze. Just like me, my eyes are all watery and red, and I'm sneezing, no coughing or anything like that. But if it were to turn into something more, go to the doctor, okay, you guys? Definitely get new homes coming in. I get job opportunity that is going to be coming in. It looks like action is on it. Hard work pays off. So if you're looking for a job, you haven't put resume out, you haven't put applications out, and you're waiting for the magic fairies to drop a job in your lap, that's not going to happen. The cards are saying hard work pays off, action. So if you are trying to find a new job, it's time to go ahead and put that resume application out. Some of you are going to get good news about it. Success after difficulties. You got some obstacles that you're burning off this month, Pisces. But for a lot of you, there's an engagement. There's a new job opportunity, and for a few, there's actually even a relocation. Like, I'm not even going to be here. Let's move somewhere else. You had to fight for it. I feel like some of you may have gone through some shit this month or last month where it's like, damn it, I'm a little bit depressed. I got a lot of shit that's going on. But I do see that you're moving towards something that is a lot better, more positive. It seems to open you up and you feel more confident about it. Could be walking away from somebody that was really holding you back. And now you're meeting somebody that actually opens things up for you. They show you see things through their eyes. Or vice versa. You could be doing this to them. But it is showing creating a foundation somewhere else that's more solid. Leaving a very chaotic situation and creating something that's more solid. So Pisces, I hope this resonates. If not, I'll be back next month. But I wish you guys the best. I love you.